Hey, evening Facebook. It's Thursday night, which means it's Tom Carradine's self-isolation sing-along. So I shall wait around for a second just to make sure we've got people online and to watching. Well, one person watching already. Good evening, welcome to Carradine's self-isolation sing-along. Hi Mark, nice to see you. I've got a dedication for you coming very soon. Catherine J. Hey Catherine, and Mark Dickman's watching as well. My word, we've already got 24 people in. So as there's been a bit of a tradition for starting these sing-alongs, we've got a little one of Peppy Scott's parody lyrics to open this one. It's a tune you're going to know. And it goes like this. It's a long day in isolation. It's a long way to go. It's a long day in isolation. How much longer must we go? Goodbye, liberation. Farewell, open air. It's a long, long day in isolation. How much can we bear? Hey, there we go. Thank you to Peppy Scott for those wonderful lyrics. I will endeavour to have an opening parody from Peppy Scott every time I do a sing-along, which will be for the foreseeable future. So nice to see you all arriving. Steve Brewis, hi Steve, nice to see you. Oh, Baz, my wonderful, the Bo Norton sings. Ria's watching as well. Oh, Heather, I've got a request for you later on as well. So lovely to see you all. Please, if you want to involve other people in watching this evening, then do share this post now so that we can get it around and everyone can be watching live rather than after the. So yeah, I hope you've had a wonderful week. Hope you were clapping for the NHS at 8 o'clock this evening. And we're going to start as we always do with the opening medley. We won't do all of it, but we'll start with this one. Actually, the verse goes like this. I didn't do this last week. Lambeth, you've never seen. The skies ain't blue, the grass ain't green. It hasn't got that Mayfair touch. But that don't matter very much. We play the Lambeth way, not like you, but a bit more gay. And when we have a lot of fun, oh boy. Let's see you then, here we go. Any time you're Lambeth way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Everything free and easy. Do as you know will please ye. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Doing the Lambeth Walk. There we go. All the regulars know how this one goes. Come, come, come and make eyes at me down at the old ball and bush. Da 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 da. Come, come, drink some port wine with me down at the old ball and bush. Hear the little German band. Da 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 da. Just let me hold your hand, dear. Do. Come and have a drink or two down at the old ball and bush. Bush. This is all just really a glorified warm-up for what's coming, but have we got any West Ham fans in? Yes, we do this one every week, don't we? Here we go, all together then. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Okay, you all know this one, don't you? Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. Now again, all the regulars know this one, and the classic Cockney interjection that goes in the middle. Have a banana, let's hear you then, all together we go. Let's all go down the Strand. Let's all go down the Strand. I'll be leader, you can march behind. Come with me, see what we can find. Let's all go down the Strand. Oh, what a happy... I can hear you singing at home. That's the place for fun and noise, all amongst the girls and boys. So let's all go down the Strand. Now this one's a bit of a dedication, this one. This is for Andrew Smith and his wife Joyce, who should be on their honeymoon at the moment, and unfortunately they're not in the same house. So yes, Andrew and Joyce, this is for you, and it goes like this. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so, up a banana. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Here we go, big finish then. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tom Carradine's self-isolation sing-along. For those of you who don't know me, which is not many of you this evening, I don't think, at the moment, but we have got 416 people watching. Hello. This is in lieu of my Thursday night sing-alongs at Mr Fogg's Tavern in Covent Garden. So as I'm not there and they're closed, I thought I would bring my Cockney sing-along to the Facebook live stream and share it all with you. Hopefully you'll be singing along at home with a glass of something in your hand. I've got Faye over here on comments, so she can keep me updated with any wonderful announcements I need to make, or people I need to say hello to, or songs and requests. I've got a packed evening of requests this evening, so I'll try my best to pick some up as we go along, and also Faye will feed me with some as well. But if not, I will endeavour to get those in next week as well. Also, I've got my son Andrew over here, who's it's a family affair this evening. Andrew here, yay! It's Easter holidays, so Andrew is got permission to have a late night this evening to stay up and follow the live stream. So this next song, this one is not in the songbooks, but it does have a sing-along chorus, and as I always say, there is nothing more embarrassing than a sing-along sung alone. So hopefully you're going to join in. It's got a really dead easy chorus you can pick up. This one is for Barry Soul. This is an old American song from the 1940s. It tells a little bit about my twisted relationships. And as I said, it's got a sing-along chorus, and it goes like this. Many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. The widow had a grown-up daughter who... just cough that one out. Who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon they too were wed. That made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. For my daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. I had a biscuit before I came on. Oh. Was my father's wife. I've completely lost. I'm going to start again. There we go, let's redo that one. Now, many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. The widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon they too were wed. That made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. For my daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. And then little baby then became a brother-in-law to dad, and so became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. Yes, that's a chorus. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know. It sounds funny, I know. But it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. Now, father's wife then had a son that kept them on the run, and he became my grandchild, 'cause he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and that makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. Now, if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild, and every time I think of it, it almost drives me wild. For now I have become the strangest case you've ever saw. As husband to my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. Let's sing the chorus. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. One last time then. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. Hey, there we go. A little bit of 1940s Americana for you. So, as I have a little cough, over to Faye, we've got some comments, or where are people in from today?
Well, we have a comment from Mark Smith who says you should self-isolate with that cough, and other people saying get away.
I don't have coronavirus. Don't you worry.
Location-wise this evening, we've got people in Devon, including Pam Scott.
Hey, hello Devon.
We've got Josephine Webb in E16, but we also have Maria in Portugal.
Oh, Portugal, my word. There we go, how glamorous.
Tom Lovering in good old New York
In New York, Tom, hello, nice to see you. Well, no, not see you, you know what I mean. Nice to see that you're on here.
We've got lots of the Coventry contingent.
Hey, brilliant. Hello, Coventry. Actually, on that, we've got a birthday in Coventry this evening. It's Graham Shelton's birthday. Who is my adopted father, in that he's a very good family friend of ours. And so this, Graham, is for you. We're going to sing happy birthday. It's just a warm-up, really. Here we go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Graham. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday, Graham. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And actually, that reminds me, for those of you who don't know about me, I don't have a Cockney bone in my body. I was born and raised in Coventry, but I came to the Cockney sing-along classics and the kind of pub piano style through my love of Victoria Music Hall and through my involvement perhaps in Coventry Scout Gang Show that I did when I was about 8. I started when I was about 8, I think, in the Cubs, and through until I moved to university. So Graham was involved in Coventry Scout Gang Show as well, and his whole family too. So. It's well I can remember this one for you. And actually this is for Trish as well. We've got Trish out there, who's a Coventry lass. Any more Coventry people out there? This one's for you then. I was born in Coventry, a Coventry kid am I. Proud to be a Coventryan, no better or worse than anyone. Many a time I've spread my wings, such wonderful sights to see. But wherever I roam, my heart stays home in dear old Coventry. There we go, that's for Graham. Happy birthday, and hello to all those people watching in Coventry. 506 people watching now. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Makes me feel actually worthwhile and worthful. Is that the word? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to sing some more songs for you. This was a little request for Dieter in Copenhagen, and the wonderful Instagrammers over in Copenhagen. Any Mary Poppins fans in this evening? Well, if you need the songbooks for these, you can download them from my website, which is carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk, and it's on the front page. And also you need the extra requests lyrics this evening as well, for a few extra medleys. But this is on page 4 in your songbooks. A little bit of Mary Poppins for you. So we're going to start with a bit of Chim Chimney in our best Dick Van Dyke Cockney accents. Here we go. Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim Cher-ee. The sweep is as lucky can be. Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim Cher-oo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Here's the verse then. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you may think a sweep's on the bottommost rung. I spends me time in the ashes and smoke. In this whole wide world there's no happier bloke. Let's see you then, here we go. Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim Cher-ee. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim Cher-oo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. How about this one? With tuppence for paper and string, you can have your own 7 wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight with your fist holding tight to the string of... Let's see you then. Oh, 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 let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite, send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Second verse. When you send it flying up there, all at once you're lighter than air. You can dance on the breeze of our houses and trees with your fist holding tight to the string of your. Let's hear that in some swing. Oh, oh, oh. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Now you all know this one, don't you? In every job that's to be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see. Let's hear then. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Oh, ain't it a glorious day, bright as the morning in May. I feel like I could fly. Have you ever seen the grass so green, or a bluer sky? Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mairy. Mairy makes your heart so light when the day is grey and ordinary. Mairy makes the sun shine bright. Have a banana, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mairy holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mairy. No wonder that it's Mairy that we love. Bit of dancing for this one. Kicking knees up, step in time. Kicking knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kicking knees up, step in time. Flap like a birdie, step in time. Flap like a birdie, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Flap like a birdie, step in time. No excuses with this one. Here we go. Oh, I'm diddly-lum-diddly, I'm diddly-lum. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm diddly-lum-diddly, I'm diddly-lum. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, this is how it goes. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic, big finish. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. La 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 la. Hey, there we are. Glad you're singing along. Oh, hi Jay. Jay's the manager of Mr. Fogg's Tavern there, and where I should be on a Thursday night. But wonderful to see you, Jay. I know so many to see lots of lovely friends who are watching as well. Fantastic. I'll try and catch up with the comments a little later on. Now where have we got? 553 people watching. Now, I think we had about 750 last week and the week before. So if you fancy sharing this with your friends now, I think you can even do a watch party on Facebook as well, I believe. So yes, if you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing Along, you can like me on Facebook, you can tweet me on Twitter, you can pin me on Pinterest, you can add me on Instagram, you can do whatever anybody does to anybody on LinkedIn. I still don't know. After 3 weeks, I have no idea what to do with LinkedIn. If anybody does, please tell me. If you like what I do, you can buy copies of my 2 CDs. One with an hour's worth of sing-along classics to annoy your neighbours, and another with 11 musical songs that you've never heard before and will probably never hear again. Actually, no, these are songs that you will recognise. You'll recognise the choruses. Daisy Bell, Henry VIII, the Man Who Broke the Bank at Monte Carlo, but I sing them with all the verses as well, which you've probably never heard. So there we go. They're £10 each. You can buy them through my website. And if you'd like to donate this evening as well, my virtual tip jar is being passed around as we speak. If you go to the homepage of my website, you can click through and make a virtual donation in my tip jar, which will be gratefully received. Thank you very much. So where we go? Another request. This one actually, the lyrics for this are sing-along chorus on the extra bonus song sheet. So this is the bottom of page 2 on the song sheet. Now this one I get requested quite often actually. This is it's an old kind of traditional song, and the origins are steeped in history. No one never actually quite knows who originally wrote it, but it was released by a band called Cream, I think, in the 1960s, I want to say, and it tells a very, very sad story about a family in the East End of London. So it's got another sing-along chorus, which I hope you'll join in, and if I can find my lyrics to remind me, because I haven't sung it for a while. It goes a little like this. Now a mother was bathing her baby one night, the youngest of 10 and a tiny young mite. The mother was poor and the baby was thin, only a skeleton covered in skin. The mother turned round for the soap from the rack. She was just a moment, but when she turned back, the baby was gone. And in anguish she cried, "Oh, where is my baby?" The angels replied, this one's for Tracy Speed. "Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, your baby has gone down the plug." The poor little thing was so skinny and thin, it should have been washed in a jug, in a jug. Your baby is ever so happy, he won't need a bath anymore. Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, not lost, but gone before. Now the mother was frantic, the baby was gone, but she had 9 more and the water still warm. So she covered her eyeballs and stuck in a pin. She picked out another one ever so thin. Then into the water she brushed off a tear. When she turned back, she said, "Crumbs, he's not here. This one is gone." And in anguish she cried, "Oh, where is my baby?" The angels replied, what did they reply? "Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, your baby has gone down the plug." The poor little thing was so skinny and thin, it should have been washed in a jug, in a jug. Your baby is ever so happy, he won't need a bath anymore. Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, not lost, but gone before. Now the mother was livid. "How dare you?" she cried. "Don't take no more chances," the angels replied. "We've had your 2 youngsters, we'd like a few more." He gave her a smile, then dissolved through the floor. Now mother was boiling, she smashed in the bath. "You're not having my kids," she cried with a laugh. Now they've not touched water since that very day. It's the smell, mother says, keeps the angels away. Hey, let's hear you then. "Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, your baby has gone down the plug." The poor little thing was so skinny and thin, he should have been washed in a jug, in a jug. Your baby is ever so happy, he won't need a bath anymore. Your baby has gone down the plug, oh, not lost, but gone before. There we go. I hope that's brought back lots of happy memories. And people often say to me that that's a song that their parents or their grandparents used to sing to them. So, yes, hopefully it has a connection for you too. So, over to Faye, any more comments or where are people?
Yeah, some more locations. We've got nice and close. We've got Bill in our very own Barden Road.
Hey.
Some followers in North Tunbridge, Kerry Barton. We've got Angelica in Bavaria.
Bavaria, my word. Welcome.
Joseph in Germany.
Hey, Germany.
We've got Kelly in Atlanta, Georgia. And Cheryl in California.
Hey, my word. What a wonderful mix of people this evening. Now, there we go. A few more requests this evening. This next one, actually, this is in the songbooks. Not that you're going to need them, because people often ask me, Tom, when you're in your latter years, what do you think the sing-along classics are going to be? I thought long and hard about this, actually. To be truthful, as long as it's not Justin Bieber and One Direction, I think we'll be fine. But I don't know. I mean, in years to come, what will we be singing for pub sing-alongs? I think the last bastions of sing-along classics are ABBA, Queen, and the Beatles. Any Beatles fans out there? Okay, hopefully a few of you. I can't hear you, but hopefully we've got some Beatles fans. Now, this one is a little Beatles medley on page 7 of your songbooks. So, fingers crossed that they don't get shut down for copyright eviction on copyright evasion on this one. But I might have to trim this from and the Disney, the Mary Poppins from my YouTube upload of this tomorrow. But now this one is for it's Jasper Robin's birthday. Jasper, who's in Tunbridge as well, it's his birthday, and this is a request for him. So we're going to sing Happy Birthday to Jasper first. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasper. Happy birthday to you. There we go, Jasper. Here's a Beatles medley for you. This is also for Mark Smith in Coventry, because he's been moaning at me for the last 3 weeks to do it. So here's a Beatles medley. Starts like this. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. About this one? It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I think you'll understand. Then I'll say that something. What do you want to do? I want to hold your hand, as long as you've washed it first. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. And as long as we're 2 metres away. You must have really long arms for that. Now, pop your teeth in for this one. It's a bit wordy, this one. Desmond had a barrow in the marketplace. Molly is the singer in a band. Desmond says to Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly says this as she takes him by the hand. All together, oh bloody, oh blada, life goes on, brah. Yes, the original lyric is brah. Oh bloody, oh blada, life goes on, brah. If you don't believe me, just Google it. Now, okay, I know it's spread around the world now, but I'm expecting great things. We need 4-part harmony for this one. Are you ready? Here we go. We're shaking our baby now. Twist and shout. Backing vocals, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby now. Come on and work it on out. Well, work it on out. You know you look so good. You really got me going now, just like I knew that you would. Okay, 4-part harmony, best of luck, here we go. Not bad, 545-part harmony. How about this one? Help, I need somebody, help. Not just anybody, help. You know I need someone, help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I changed my mind, I've opened up the door. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Here we go. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in the hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let's see it then, here we go. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Yesterday, all my troubles, that's the wrong chord, far away. What am I playing? Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Someday I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know, she wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Here we go, we've had a few requests for this one I've seen coming up. A bit of Hey Jude to finish this one. Now, we need some arms in the air for this one. Who cares about sweaty armpits? Here we go. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't peak too soon. Don't be afraid. Don't climax too early, it's rude. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to... Here we go then! Better, 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 better. Oh. Da, 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 da. Come on, arms in the air. Da, 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 da. Hey Jude. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey Jude. One more time, here we go. Da, 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 da. Gotta annoy your neighbours. Da, 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 da. Hey Jude. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey Jude. There we go. Hope you enjoyed that Beatles medley. That was for Jasper and Jasper's birthday. So, oh my word, seeing comments and stuff flooding in and all those likes and shares. And we're at 558 people watching at the moment. Now, we had 750 last week and the week before. So if you fancy sharing this amongst your friends, just click on the share button. And the more the merrier. Spread the love and the joy of singing along in these uncertain times. Which is, yeah, we certainly need a bit of a knees up, don't we? So over to Faye. Any more comments and shout-outs?
We've got a few more far-flung watchers. We've got San Marcos in Texas. That's Daniel.
Hey, the stars at night. Okay, no. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, that's enough of that one. Sorry.
We've got Tanith in Cyprus.
No songs for Cyprus. No, I've done some shows in Cyprus. I've done... what did I do? I did Cats out in Cyprus. There we go.
We've got Heather in Croydon.
I don't know any songs about Croydon, I'm afraid, sorry.
And we've got Helen in Christchurch.
Christchurch in Dorset, my word. Hello, Helen. Actually, I think I might have a dedication for you shortly, actually. Oh, actually, no, that was... John and Michelle. Michelle in Christchurch. That was... they wanted Hey Jude for Michelle's birthday. So this is for Michelle. Happy birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle in Christchurch. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Hope you're having a fantastic day despite being in self-isolation. There we go. Despite being in lockdown. Well, thank you so much for joining me this evening. For those of you who are just joining us new, I'm Tom Carradine from Carradine's Cockney Sing Along, here every Thursday on Facebook because my gigs in London have dried up. And I would normally be at Mr. Fox Tavern on a Thursday, but I'm glad that you can join me this evening here and every Thursday from 8:30 till 9:30 on the Carradine's Cockney Sing Along Facebook page. So I've had lots of requests this week, so I'm trying to do my best to work my way through. This next one is a request, actually. Quite a popular request, actually. When I was doing my weekly shop in Sainsbury's the other day, I got stopped by a lovely lady, and we had a very brief chat, 2 metres apart, of course. And she was saying how much she enjoyed the sing-along last week, and she was asking whether I could sing a song and dedicate it to, let me get this right, to Gail and the East Peckham Silver Band. They're not far down the road, just north of Tunbridge. So this was, I bumped into Lynn in the supermarket, and she asked for this one. Now this one also goes out to wonderful friends of mine, Angarad and Adam, who are in Wales, who have just celebrated their first wedding anniversary. I was lucky enough to be at their wedding, and this was one of the songs that was performed there. So this is one of my favourites and a great London song. The lyrics for this one are on your bonus lyric sheet. If you need the lyric sheets, just go to carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk and they're there to click on the front page. This is on the bonus sheet. This is a little bit of 1940s classic, one of my favourites, and the verse goes like this. When true lovers meet in Mayfair, so the legends tell, Songbirds sing, winter turns to spring. Every winding street in Mayfair falls beneath a spell. I know such enchantment to be, 'cause it happened one evening to me. Do you know the chorus? That certain night, the night we met, there was magic abroad in the air. There were angels dining at the Ritz, and the Nightingales sang in Berkeley Square. I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'm perfectly willing to swear that as we turned and smiled at me, the Nightingales sang in Berkeley. How many times have I ever sung this and I've forgotten the lyrics? Keychain. The moon that lingered over London town, poor puzzled moon, he wore a frown. How could he know we two were so in love? The darn world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair that as we kissed and said goodnight, the Nightingales sang in Berkeley Square. I know 'cause I was there that night in Berkeley Square. There we go. For Angara and Adam and the people at the East Peckham Silver Band. There we go, getting these requests in for you this evening. Flying by, my word. It's 9:05 already. So I really need to crack on and get some more requests in, really. Now where are we going? Oh, here we go. This was a request that came in from Tom Howes, aka The Giant, who his soon-to-be wife. We met at the Twinwood Festival, Vintage Music Festival in Bedford last year and the year before. And this is a request from him for a Bernard Cribbins song. Well, yes, I'm expecting it's a Bernard Cribbins song. So he sent me a message saying, could I sing Right Said Fred? Which I'm assuming is the Bernard Cribbins one, and not a bit of Deeply Dippy or I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt. Perhaps we can do that another time, but this evening I'm going to stick to the Bernard Cribbins for you. So bear with me as I just find the dots for that one. This is a comedy song from the 1960s, this one, which I'm sure you're going to know. And if you need the lyrics for this, this is on the bonus sheet as well. So top of page 3 on the bonus sheet. We're actually going to sing 2 songs for this that are both Bernard Cribbins. One was the A-side and one was the B-side, because I had requests for the B-side as well. The A-side is Right Said Fred, about moving a piano and having a cup of tea. But the B-side was a song called Hole in the Ground. So the lyrics are there, you can have a sing-along as well. And it's one that I've learnt this week. I've had it on in the CD in the car, but I hadn't got any sheet music for it. So I transcribed it and I'm going to sing it for you this evening. So, bizarrely, they both start with exactly the same kind of vamp. Right said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it. We was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And right said Fred, give a shout for Charlie. Up comes Charlie from the floor below. After straining, even and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And Charlie had a thing, and we thought we ought to take off all the handles and the things what held the candles, but it did no good. Well, I never thought it would. Alright, said Fred, had to take the feet off to get them feet off. Wouldn't take a mo, took its feet off, even took the seat off. Should have got us somewhere, but no. So Fred said, let's have another cup of tea, and we said, righto. So see if you recognise this vamp again. This is the B-side. It's a great song as well. And it goes like this. You might know it too. There was I digging a hole in the ground, so big and sort around it wasn't. There was I digging it deep, it was flat in the bottom and the sides were steep. Then along came this bloke in a bowl in which he lifted and scratched his head. Well, we looked down the old poor demented soul and he said, what did he say? Don't dig there, dig it elsewhere. You're digging it round and it ought to be square. The shape is all wrong, it's much too long, and you can't put a hole where a hole don't belong. Well, there was I, starting me on, shoveling earth. For all that it was worth, I wasn't there. Was him, standing up there so grand and official with his nose in the air. So I gave him a look sort of sideways and I leaned on my shovel and sighed. Well, I lit me fag and having took a drag, I replied. What did I reply? I just couldn't bear to dig it elsewhere. I'm digging it round cause I don't want it square. If you disagree, that don't bother me. That's the place where the hole ought to be. And it ends with a little coda where he gets his comeuppance. Well, there was I, discussing this old hole in the ground, so big and sort of round it was not there now. The ground's all flat, and beneath it is the bloke in the bowler hat. And that's that. Hey, there we go. A bit of Bernard Cribbins for you. They really don't rhyme like they used to, do they? I think we should have a resurgence of comedy songs being released in the charts. I think the last one I really remember was Mr. Blobby in the 1990s. But I'm sure there's been other ones since. But you can't beat a good novelty song, can you? There we go. So, any more shout-outs, Faye, there?
Yeah, I was just reading one, actually, from Brian Holdham. His son, Scott, lives in Tunbridge, and his brother, Mark, is doing night shifts in intensive care for corona patients at Ealing Hospital. So they're both very proud parents. That's Hazel and Brian.
Absolutely. And we're proud of you too. We're proud of all of our NHS care workers and of all those people that are continuing working, keeping us going. The teachers that are still working and the supermarket staff as well. So yes, if you're a key worker and keeping working, thank you so much for keeping us all safe and keeping this country moving as we're in this uncertain times and this lockdown. Now, where are we going? It's probably time for a bit of a Max Bygraves medley. This was more requests for this one. This was from... Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do an animal medley. If you've got your songbooks, we're going to turn in our songbooks to page... I have no idea. Page 10 in your songbooks. Page 10 if you've got the songbooks downloaded from my website, carradine's.cockneysingalong.co.uk. Turn to that. Any animal lovers in this evening? This is a cheeky little animal medley for you. We're going to start with a bit of... I get lots of requests of Flanders and Swann, the wonderful Flanders and Swann. Here's one of theirs. It's the Hippopatamus song. If you don't know the verse, you'll certainly know the chorus. It goes like this. Here we go. A bold hippopotamus was standing one day on the banks of the cool Shalimar. He gazed at the bottom as he peacefully lay by the light of the evening star. Away on a hilltop sat combing air his fair hippopotami maid. The hippopotamus was no ignoramus and sang her this sweet serenade. All together then. Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling the blood. So follow me, follow, down to the hollow, and there let us wallow in glorious mud. So it's a bit low, that one. Who chose the key for that one? How about this one then? Here we go. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with... Andrew, you can do it if you want. Here we go. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggie's for sale. Now I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If he has a dog, he won't be lonesome, and the doggie will have a good home. All together then. How much is that doggie in the window? The one with the... I've got a little doggie in the corner over here. How much is that doggie in the window? I do hope that doggie's for sale. But of course, Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. But I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow. One more time. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. But I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that. But I'd rather have a bow wow wow. Here's a silly one from the 1940s, made famous by the band leader Harry Roy. Hey little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea? Hey little hen, when will you try to supply one for me? Get into your nest, do your little best, get it off your chest, and I can do the rest. Hey little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea? Now another Disney one for you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean those bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes to bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. Now if you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at those fancy ants, then maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. How about this one? Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light, I'll be home late tonight, blackbird, bye-bye. Okay, not strictly an animal, but more a mythological creature. But it's a great song. Here we go. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honeysuckle. Have a banana, little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other kinds of stuff. Now this one will take you all, what key was that in? All instantly back to your childhoods. If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you'd better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them catch them unawares and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed because they're tired little teddy bears. And we finish this one with a bit more Mary Poppins. We'll just do the chorus, here we go. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Ooh, ooh. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries. While overhead her birds fill the skies. All around the cathedral the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see it, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. Shh, love, her words are simple and few. Listen, listen, she's calling to you. Here we go, big finish. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Hey, there we go, beautifully done. We've got some comments coming in.
We have got some shout-outs that have been coming in. One for Bethany Kelly, who's running a nursing home in Gosport and keeping all the residents healthy.
Oh, fantastic.
Karen sends a big thank you to the Jupiter Singers and Pippa and Matt for helping keeping her spirits up with song and laughter.
Hey, hello Jupiter Singers and the London Show Choir. Pippa and Matt, and all the fantastic work you do.
Yep, Cheryl is saying that Madeline in San Jose in California is recovering from COVID-19, so hopefully you're feeling better soon, Madeline.
Oh, I hope so.
And there's a big hello to Sarah, John, George and Jack, who are watching us in Brighton.
Hey, hello Brighton, my word. There we go. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. As I said, if you like what I do share this on Facebook and tell all your friends, because there's nothing better than a sing-along to raise your spirits. And hopefully you're singing along at home. If you are singing along, especially with friends, not with friends, with family, in your home, then do send me some photos, share them on social media with a hashtag, either Cockney Sing Along or self-isolation sing along as well. So you can as I said, you can tag me on Twitter at Tom Carradine, or on Facebook, which is /Cockney Sing Along, or on Instagram at Tom Carradine or at Cockney Sing Along too. So you can do that. So yes, let me see. I did promise that I would put together a little video of photographs and videos from people who have been singing along. I haven't had a chance this week to do it because I've been homeschooled or doing home learning with my son, but he's broken up for the Easter holidays today, so I will endeavour to do that this week, and we'll have a little montage on the website as well for next week. So if you're taking any photographs of you singing along this evening, then do send that in, please. It's probably time for my request medley. Now this is a very, very quick fire run through of as many songs as I can get in. Now it's Janice Redican's birthday today as well. Janice, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Janice, happy birthday to you. We're going to kick off with this one for Janice. It's a wartime song, it goes like this. Bless them all, the long and the short and the tall. Bless all the sergeants and WO1s, bless all the corporals and their blinking sons, 'cause we're saying goodbye to them all, as back to their billets they crawl. Forget no promotion this side of the ocean, so cheer on my lads, bless them all. There we go, Janice, happy birthday, hope you're having a fantastic day and you're being sport at home, and that Julie is feeling a lot better as well. Hope that she's feeling well. This is for Rob Eastman up in the Midlands, a bit of Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on and hear, it's the best band in the land. You can hear a bugle call like you never heard before, so natural that you want to go to war. That's what the bestest band what am. Honey lamb, come on along, come on and hear. And can't remember the lyrics. If you wanna hear that Swanee River played in a ragtime, come on in, come on along, Alexander's Ragtime Band. No idea where we were there. This is for Helen Chambers, a bit of Mairzy Doats, another wartime song, a nonsense song from the Second World War, and it goes like this. Oh, Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Oh, Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Now if the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jivey, just sing. Mares eat oats and does eat oats, and little lambs eat ivy. Oh, Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambs eat ivy, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Sticking on the wartime theme, this is for Heather Crosskey. Hello Heather, hope you're feeling well. And this is an Ivor Novello song from the First World War, which you may all know and sing along with as well. Here we go, it goes like this. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though your lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark cloud shining. Till the boys come home. You're really putting me on my toes this evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a request that came in earlier on. I need a little cheat sheet for this one. I've got a cheat sheet. Oh, there we go. This is one for Paul Wilson out there. with a splendid moustache. And he's been requesting for the last 3 weeks a little bit of My Fair Lady, and in particular this song, with a little bit of luck, goes like this. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, so he could do his job and never shirk. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, someone else will do the blinking work. See ya, with a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck, you'll never work. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of blooming luck. And Steve Fielding requested this old turn of the century song, this one. A bit of Honeysuckle and the Bee. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey sweet from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honey, honeysuckle, I am the bee. And Sam Sargent requested a banana song. In particular, straight. I've never seen a straight banana. I don't think I can remember the verse, but the chorus goes like this. Well, I've never seen a straight banana. I've tried everywhere, I've seen bananas standing up and seen them lying. That doesn't rhyme, does it? I've searched every town, I've seen bananas standing up and seen them lying down. I've looked everywhere to find one, Africa, Jamaica or Havana, but I've never seen a straight banana. Yeah, they really don't rhyme like they used to, do they? Where are we going? Wayne Crittenden and the Sid Cup 3 have requested Flashbang Wallop from half a sixpence. All lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. All dressed up in a morning suit and trying not to laugh. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip to Gretna Green, there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. What key are we going into? Oh, it flashbang, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke. Have blown up in a cloud of smoke. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, rum tiddly bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album. And Kirsty Cinderfield requested Lily the Pink. Now, I don't think I can remember all the lyrics for this one. I'm going to have to, excuse me for my crib sheet. Here we go. We all know the chorus there, don't we? We'll drink to Lily the Pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compounds, most efficacious in every case. Mr. Frears has sticky out ears, and it made him awful shy. And so they gave him medicinal compounds. Now he's learning how to... For a chorus again. We'll drink to Lily the Pink, the saviour of the human race. And she invented medicinal compounds, most efficacious in every case. Did I see a request there for What a Mouth? Colin, was that you, Colin? For What a Mouth, a bit of Tommy Steele. Jimmy Bean was a funny looking fella. If he had another mouth and a different smell, but a race quit him from winning a beauty show. It was like a steamboat funnel or a railway arch or the Blackwall Tunnel when he can't see Jim when he opens his mouth, you know. And as poor Jim goes walking about, you can hear the kids all hollering out. Do you know the chorus? What a mouth, what a north and south. Blimey, what a mouth he's got. Now when he was a baby, oh good lover, when his poor old mother used to feed him with a sugar, what a glap. Poor chap, he's never been known to laugh. Now if he did, there's a penny for a quid that his face would fall in off. Hey, where are we going? I think we're coming towards the end of the requests now. What are we doing? Oh, I have no idea. My brain's gone.
Can I do a shout out?
Oh, shout outs.
Got a shout out that Steve Greenwood sent in to the carrier crew, who are volunteer police officers for the British Transport Police. So
Hey, British Transport Police, the carrier crew. There we go. Shout out to you. And also just shout out to Amy Harding in Peasdown St John and all the front of house and box office staff of the Theatre Royal Bath, the wonderful Theatre Royal Bath. Obviously closed at the moment, but that's a shout out to those. And a shout out to Wendy Jones and the Cone Place residential home in out towards Conan Gain, out in I think it's Suffolk, Norfolk way, where I've been and performed before. But a shout out to them. I think they'll be watching this tomorrow on the when I put this up on YouTube as well. And of course, it's Autism Awareness Day today. It's Autism Awareness Day. So a huge shout out to all my wonderful followers who have autism or families who are affected by autism as well. You do a grand job. And yes, there we go. So here we go. This is another one. I have no idea. This was a request. I'm sure I had it on a bit of paper somewhere. We know this one. Oh, my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the car with me own packed in it. I followed on with me own cock in it, and I dillied and dallied, dallied and I dillied, lost me way and don't know where to roam. Now you can't trust the specials like the old time coppers when you can't find your... Let's do that one more time, here we go. My old man said follow the van, don't dilly-dally on the way. Up went the car with me own packed in it. I followed on with me old cockle in it, and I dillied and dallied, dallied and I dillied, lost me way and don't know where to roam. Now you can't trust the specials like the old time coppers when you can't find your way home. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause. I think I need to lie down in a darker room after that. So thank you so much for singing along this evening. I'm afraid we've almost come to the end of the sing-along this evening. It's been lovely that you've joined us, kind of about 550 people. As I said, if you like what I do like me on Facebook, tweet me on Twitter, pin me on Pinterest, add me on Instagram. You can share this video for all your friends and tell them all about next week as well. I'm here every Thursday while we're in lockdown with a good old-fashioned sing-along. Send your requests in through the Facebook page, facebook.com/Cockney Sing Along, where you're watching this at the moment. A huge thank you to Faye on comments and keeping me on track this evening. My son Andrew, who's still well behaved, he's sitting over in the corner here. And as I said, if you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing Along, you can buy my 2 CDs through my website. That's an hour's worth of sing-along classics, and then my music hall album, which is 11 musical songs with all the verses on as well. So they're £10 each, and you can order them through the website. Or if you like what I did this evening, you can donate to me with my virtual tip jar, which is also on my website, or through my PayPal account, which is info@carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk. Yes, the longest email address in the world. So thank you so much for joining me this evening and singing along. Hopefully you've been singing along, and I've just been doing this to no one. But thank you so much for your lovely comments, knowing that you have been involved and sending requests over. Get those requested for next week, and I'm going to leave you with a little with something to finish. Actually, here's a request that I didn't get round to doing, but it's whether I can remember it. What key are we going to do it in? A bit of Goodbye Dolly Gray. This one's for where's my list? Daniel Gilliam in Texas. A little bit of Goodbye Dolly Gray, a First World War song, if it's the right key. Goodbye, Dolly, I should leave you, though it breaks my heart to go. Someone at the front to fight the foe. See, the soldier boys are marching, for I can no longer stay. Hark, I hear the bugle calling, goodbye, Dolly Gray. Yes, my memory's really going as well, so for those lyrics. I'm going to leave you with this one though. I haven't got very far to stagger to my bed this evening, but thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully see you all again next week. Goes like this. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Tell me about it. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. I actually had a little conversation, message conversation with Heather Krosky after the gig last week, and she was saying, did I know the posh version of this, or the alternate lyrics? I'm sure some of you are going to know that as well. They go like this, well, there's several different versions, but mine goes, indicate the way to my habitual abode, I'm fatigued and I want to retire. I had a brief libation 60 minutes ago, and it's gone right to my cranium. Wherever I may perambulate, on land or sea or effervescent liquid, you will always hear me humming this melody. Indicate the way to my habitual. But last time, show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Tell me about it. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing this song. Big finish, show me the way to go. There we go. Thank you, Facebook, for joining me this evening. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I shall see you all next Thursday. Thanks so much. Bye.